Hello guys, this is Kai-Memo. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we are here with Vincent Almanzor with his Mathmech Undefeated deck profile at Kai-Memo Championship Series held at Memorabilia Place at Marketplace Calentong, Philippines. So with this undefeated Mathmech deck profile, we're going to see what his deck looks like on this video. So you can start now, Mark.
Hello guys, so I played Mathmech that for somehow won throughout the tournament. So the end board of this of my deck is usually going to Appaloosa or setting up IP to go to Appaloosa with their trap card called Mathmech Super Factorial, wherein it will allow you to special summon their powerful excess monster called named Mathmech Location. This is the monster that acts like their trickle lab. Okay, so let's start here. The main ace monster or the starter for this deck is Mathmech Circular, which obviously comes to 3. So this allows you to send one Mathmech monster from the deck to the graveyard for him to special summon from the hand.
Okay.
This acts like a cost in special summoning him from the hand, but with the cost of only allowing it to attack one monster during that battle phase.
Okay.
But usually, since we're going first, it really doesn't matter. Okay, then the next is none other than but Mathmech Diameter. This allows our Xyz to gain a negation ability. So once per turn, when this card is used as material for an Xyz or synchro of a Mathmech monster, that monster gains a negation of an Omni Negate or a negation effect or ability during that turn only. Okay?
Okay.
Then it also allows you to special summon one level for Cyber's monster once you normal summon him. The next is 2 copies of Sigma,
Extender.
which is one of the cores of this combo. So you always dump Sigma using the circle effect.
Okay.
So Sigma's effect allows you to special summon him from the graveyard or from the hand whenever you don't have a monster on your extra monster zone. So next is our color extenders, 1 addition and 1 subtraction. So
Ingat.
the reason why I only put 1 of each is because they only act as an extender. And for me to be able to put more cards that will be able to add circular more, which we will see later in this video. Okay, next is 1 copy of Multiplication and Nabla. So multiplication, as you can see, these 2 guys let me summon their big bad guy, which is the final Sigma or their finisher.
Okay.
So next, 2 copies of Parallel Exceed. The reason why I only run 2 is because running 3 might be tricky, especially in some scenarios. That's why I only run 2. And for me to be able to add more cards in my deck
Okay.
or add extenders. Afterwards, we're going to the hand traps. 3 copies of Ash Blossom, then 3 copies of Ghost Bell, 3 copies of Maxi. We're on the OCG or in Asia, Maxi is legal to use at 3 Tech Wheeler, and 1 Libero. So that drops up for the monsters. And the reason why I use 3 Ghost Bells is because of Bestials and DD Crow. We want to avoid targeting Sigma to be banished by our opponent, so that's why we run 3.
Okay.
Next is for the spells. 3 copies of Silent Mining and 3 copies of Small World. So
Okay.
these are the cards that will be able that will enable me to add circular here. So without this, guys, getting circular in my hand might be a bit tricky. Might be more difficult. So okay, then next, 2 copies of Called by the Grave and 1 copy of Cross Out Designate.
Okay.
So one of the targets for Cross Out Designator is Nibiru. Since we don't, we like to avoid getting that guy out. Okay. The next, triple Tactics Talent and one of their spell card, Mathmech, which is their Monster Reborn. Then on the trap cards, 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence and 1 copy of Super Factorial.
Okay.
We only usually use or activate Super Factorial once during the game, so since we can beat our opponent on the next turn.
Okay.
Next is our extra deck lineup.
Okay.
So let's start from 1 copy of Final Sigma,
Okay.
1 copy of Appaloosa, and 1 copy of Access Code Token. So Final Sigma is one of the ways for us to win. This allows you to deal twice the damage when battling an opponent's monster.
Okay.
Then the Appaloosa is one of our IP targets during their our opponent's turn. Then Access Code is one of our alternative methods in finishing the game.
Okay.
Next, 2 copies of Allen version and 1 copy of Inflation.
Okay.
Next, 1 copy of Access Code, 1 copy of Decode Talker Heat Soul, and 1 copy of Update Jump.
Okay.
Next, 1 copy of Weak, 1 copy of IT, and 1 copy of Slash Mage.
Okay.
Then, last, 1 copy of Link Disciple, Devotee, and Linger
Okay.
for our
Extra deck.
going first turn and setting up the IP.
Okay.
Next, going to our side deck, 3 copies of Droll and Lockbird, 3 copies of Skull and Meister, 3 copies of Evenly Matched, 2 copies of DD Crow, 1 copy of Red Reboot, 1 copy of Forbidden Droplets, 1 copy of Harpy Feather Blaster, and an extra copy for Nibiru.
Thank you for showcasing your deck. Any shoutouts before we end this video?
Shoutouts to all of my friends and to my family, and thank you for letting me join this tournament, Kaiser.
Okay.